Okay, I'm gonna do a review of The House That Jack Built. I haven't done a film review in a long time, but this one I watched last night and I want to talk about it because there was a ton of controversy around it when it came out and was played at a film festival. Like, most people left the theater. Like, it didn't get a wide release in theaters because it had too much controversy and surrounding it. But I saw it yesterday. It's like 2 hours and 32 minutes, pretty long. But it doesn't feel long, and that's the thing. Like, it doesn't, like, when it was over, I was kind of shocked because I felt like it wasn't that long. I felt like, you know, it didn't feel like it was even 2 hours. But because that was so good, the pacing, the story, the cinematography is beautiful because it's a beautifully shot film. It's a really greatly acted film, and it's not one that I recommend everyone see because you need to read it, read what it's about. You need to go into it knowing something because about it, because like I said, a lot of people like they saw it at the film festival, they walked out, and that's kind of why I wanted to watch it so much because I love Matt Dillon. Like, I have a goal to watch all his films, and I have seen a good chunk of them, but I still have a long ways to go. But I love him. Um, he's one of my favorite actors of all time, so I did want to watch it because of him as well, but also because of the drama that was surrounding it when it came out, and I wanted to see why people walked out, what was in it that made people want to leave, and I kind of remembered some people talking about why they left, but I didn't really remember because it was released in 2018. I wasn't that long ago, but I did still didn't really remember. And then I watched it and I was like, oh. um, I guess I'm gonna have spoilers because I'm doing a review on it. But there's a scene where Matt's character has a girlfriend and she has two young boys, and they're going deer hunting, and he's and Matt is at on this tower, and he shoots and kills her kids right in front of her, and then they have a picnic, and he makes the mother feed her kids corpses, and then he makes the girlfriend run like she's like a deer, and he goes back up on the tower and he shoots her too, like he kills her too. And that's the part in the film where people left the movie because it is really disturbing and it was really hard to watch. But at the same time, he's a serial killer, so it's like he would do like that's what he would do. Not all serial killers, obviously. Not like that's funny. Not all serial killers. Hashtag. Not all serial killers. But he he did creepy, disgusting things. But he's a serial killer, so you kind of expect it because serial killers obviously are really deranged people. So he did a lot of things that I was like, that's awful, but like understandable for the kind of person he was. Um, and it kind of makes me think like you can watch a movie and have it disturb you. Like, this one is disturbing. I understand, like, I get it. But you can still understand the point. You can still understand the motive behind it because this is a movie, again, about a serial killer. Matt based it around Ted Bundy. But what, like, I like the deer scene alone. That's like traumatic, but I don't know what people want from a movie like this. I mean, there are things that cross the line, I guess, and that scene crossed a huge line. I understand because it dealt with children, and whenever children are involved, people get, upset, and they should. But at the same time, they're not like glorifying anything. They're like, he was this awful person, and this is what made him awful. And, like, I don't know. I don't know, because if you base your like or dislike on a film because the subject matter is too difficult to watch or handle or deal with, that's not a way to judge a film. Like a film should be judged on whether it's a good film. Like if the acting's great, if the script is great, if it makes you think, if it makes you mad or makes you feel the way you're supposed to feel. Because I'm going to tell you that I'm the person who directed the people who made this film, the house that Jack built. They wanted you to be angry. They wanted you to be disturbed. They wanted you to be unsettled because they didn't like obviously like the way the movie is made. It's not all gonna make you feel warm and fuzzy. It's to make you feel uncomfortable and disturbed and like you know what I mean. Like that was like so people who were like, I didn't like this movie because the scene where he kills the children is too much. That's not a good enough reason not to like it. Like you have if you saw the whole film and you were like, it wasn't I didn't like the acting, I didn't like the direction, I didn't like the way it looked. Like to me that's valid. If you watch a film and you're like, oh no, it wasn't I found it boring or slow, you can even say, "Oh yeah, it was too hard to watch because of the subject matter, and I'll never watch it again." But I'm never gonna watch it again. But you can still appreciate it and be like, "Okay, they did a good job with it." But there are people who are saying like it's a bad film because of one scene they didn't like, and that's not fair to just be like, okay, the film is garbage. And it's not. Like, if you watch the film and you finish it, it's actually really good and it's beautifully done and it's a beautifully shot film and there's some symbolism in it is great. Um, so I just wanted to talk about it because I don't know how many people actually saw it and how many people actually not enjoy it, but thought it was great. Actually, like I'm gonna be making my favorite films from 2019 and 18, and this film is gonna be on that list because I'm not gonna ever see it again. But it made an impact on me, and it is a really well done movie. So, so if you want to see it. But no, there's a lot of hard things in it. A lot of hard things. And you're going to have to not turn it off just because of that scene. Sorry. If you want, if you do, it's fine, obviously. But you can't just judge it from that one moment in the film. And then judge it from that. Because, again, the film is what it is. But, yeah, that's it. Goodbye.